all the time. That's the. All right, hello. Hello. Oh gosh. Failed hello. Failed hello. I'm seeing a bunch of photos from Gen Con, and I know, I mean, I was gonna say, if I'm, you know, it's that like, oh, if I went to Gen Con, I would spend so much money. I've been to Gen Con. But when I went to Gen Con, I didn't know about all these other games. If I went to Gen Con right now, oh my God, I'd buy so many games. Oh my God, I'd buy so many games. At some point in my life, I'll go to Gen Con. Honestly, the biggest the hardest part of going to Gen Con, the hardest part of the entire situation is housing. The entire part of the, like the hardest part of the entire thing is housing. Because all those hotel rooms disappear. That's any big convention though, but Gen Con is the biggest convention. Gen Con is, for this, it is the convention. I would say the closest thing is probably Dragon Con. But I think, I would need to look into the housing situation for Dragon Con. I think the slight benefit that Dragon Con has is it is like in the middle of downtown Atlanta. It is in the middle of one of the biggest cities in the entire country. And so it's probably, you know, listen, it's probably still bad. I'm not saying that it's magically better, but it's pretty easy to get a badge to go to Gen Con. It's very easy to figure out what to do when you're at Gen Con. There's loads of things to do. There's piles of things to do. There's more things than you can even do, right? Getting a place to stay is the absolute hardest part of going to Gen Con. This is fear. This is fear one. And so like, I've thought about going to Gen Con again a few times, and really just the difficulty is like, who do I stay with? Is this? Is this King Kong? Is this near? Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, this looks like those platforms they see every so often. I was right. I just took a guess. I just took a guess. It's giving newer Final Fantasy. That is accurate. I was thinking, oh, this looks like Automata. It can't be. I mean, travel to Gen Con is also really hard in that it's expensive. I don't know, some guy. Some anime guy. Cloud of his pants shrank in the wash. What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name that everybody hates in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Chadwin? That's not that. Chadley. Yeah, that's it. It's not in there. It's not in there. That's what I was gonna guess. Chad. Ugh. I don't know, man. No, I'm gonna guess Cloud. Just okay. It is a human man. He got a big sword. He got a book. He got a sword. I like his little book pocket. I like his little like book holster. He has a book and he has an obsidian sword. This is a JRPG character. This is a JRPG character. It might just be background. No, they work really hard to remove the background. It's also at exactly the level it would be if he had the sword hilt in his other hand. Yeah, hey, look at that. I was right. He's a cowboy wizard. This looks like a game I should be aware of. Is this actually a Dragon Quest? Not that I know of. I'm not gonna say no, but this looks like somebody's OC. Yeah, this is this is this is absolute. This is someone's OC. I originally was going to say, when I originally said this is someone's OC, I mean that I meant that like complimentary, affectionately. This is someone's OC derogatory. Black Clover guy. Oh. Yes. This is, you know, sometimes you don't need to do every anime thing. I think what the last frame of this character taught us is that sometimes you don't need to, you fucked up editing the background. Right here. You don't need to do every anime thing. This guy is 17 anime tropes just on his face. This looks like this looks like somebody's Bleach Dragon Ball crossover OC. Emotional radiation, futuristic, atmospheric. Fuck yeah, trans rights. PC man, hello. Hi, Grim. Hi, Grim. Oh, you're a good boy. Stalker 2. Would you describe Stalker 2 as futuristic? I would give you 2 out of 4 on this one. I'd give you 2 out of 4 on this. I would give Stalker 2 radiation, obviously, and atmospheric. Fallout 3. I would also not say that it is Fallout 3. I do not believe Fallout 3 is overly emotional. I would give you maybe futuristic. I would definitely not give it atmosphere. I think Fallout 3, I think it's really funny how Fallout 3 and Stalker 2 are ostensibly the same game and they're so wildly different. Emotional, futuristic, atmospheric. Emotional and atmospheric. Futuristic. Something in the future. Radiation. No Man's Sky. Now we're thinking. Now we're thinking. No. Simulator adventure, modern platforms. Story rich, it's the altars. It's the altars. I'm really torn on streaming this game. I don't think I'm going to stream it, but I do want to play it. I do want to play it. Brian bought it. And I'm still, look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still very curious. I really enjoyed the demo. I really enjoyed the demo. All right. Single player, Not a simulator, not sci-fi, not survival. Third person / isometric. I think it's really funny that it says third person isometric. There's also side view. That's interesting. Tunic's a good guess. Tunic's a fun guess. Get some different themes and genres in here. Okay. So it is fantasy in part. It's Unity engine. It is, yeah, we probably could have gone a little farther with the year, but that's okay. And then it is isometric and more. So single player fantasy, isometric. Not within 5 years of 2022, which means it is 2018 at the earliest. Unity engine. I wish it was easier to look up games that use Unity. I don't think that's a thing. Like if we went to SteamDB. We can. Is there a way to like engines and technologies? Oh, we can. Hey. I missed the last one. What was emotional atmospheric radiation filled game in the future? Alters. I put 2107. Let's see. It's not survival. It is fantasy. Okay. Fun that you can own. I can filter by stuff that I own or in the family. Yeah, this is a powerful little search. That's a powerful search. Okay, I'm not going to use that because it takes the thing off stream, but. It's not Breath of the Wild, because I think Breath of the Wild has the survival option. It's not Original Sin. It could be Persona. Okay. So it's not an RPG. So it's not an RPG. It's 2011 to 2015. Unity engine. Maybe a puzzle game. And it's on maybe PS3, PS4. What's a puzzle game on the PS4? Search, why are you failing? Why are you just... Go. Search for the words that I told you to search for. Jesus. Humanity. Okay, one of those is not a puzzle game, but okay. Argoa, Stray. This is all third person. Talos Principles, third person. Fez is side view, but it's very likely to be indie and might still be. I don't know if I would call Life is Strange a puzzle game. Future Proof, hello. Some of these are real, they're really stretching the puzzle, the definition of the word puzzle. Future Proof, how you doing, buddy? Walking Dead. It's not a visual novel. It's not a visual novel. What does yellow mean? So yellow means it is in part correct, right? So we have fantasy up here, and it's because we had fantasy on its own, but we know that it is not exclusively fantasy because it's not green, right? So it is in part fantasy, there's other themes, right? It's green single player because it's only single player. It could be Little Nightmares 1. I don't know when the first Little Nightmares game came out. I don't know if you would call that isometric though. No, it's not a visual novel, so I don't think it's any of the Telltale games. Gems of War is probably, I don't think they would describe Gems of War as a isometric viewpoint. I feel like visual novel is stretching the definition for those games. I would say that Telltale games are very strongly, decidedly in the visual novel camp. I wonder if it's Goose Game. I don't know if it would be fantasy, but I'm curious about Goose Game. Wow, Goose Game is way later than I thought it was. Holy shit. All right, well, that's on me. I forgot there's co-op. Fuck. I forgot there's co-op. Okay, so it's not a simulator. And we know it's not an RPG, so probably puzzle? Maybe it's this guy 3. It is not an RPG. It is not an RPG. Give me like a 2012. Were there even... The PS4 didn't exist in 2012, right? No, it did. Okay. Catherine is interesting. Catherine's an interesting guess. Yeah, not Atlas because it's Persona, but Catherine's a fun guess. Catherine is a thing I had not considered. Sims 3, it's not a simulator and it is only single player. I feel like we're missing some, like, so it's probably a puzzle game. I mean, I'm just gonna guess Talos. Okay. So if it's within 5 years of 2016 and 5 years of 2014, yeah, it's 2011 at the earliest. It's very strongly likely a puzzle game. Isometric and side view, probably from what's left. Sometimes these are tricky. Sometimes these are tricky. I'm gonna take, okay, hang on. My T got stuck. I'm gonna take the clue. Give me the clue. Fantasy, thriller, drama. Fantasy, thriller, drama. Is it Until Dawn? But that would be third person. Yeah. It's an interesting guess though. Like this is what we need to be thinking about. This is I feel like Transistor is almost certainly sci-fi, but you're in the realm. You're in the realm. Fantasy, thriller, drama. Those over sharing, I think that was Unity. It is not, it's not an RPG. We know that it is definitively not an RPG. Come on, go to the website. Thank you. How are they defining thriller? It's a fair question. Thriller. Games built around suspense, anticipation, surprise, and anxiety. often with a slower build-up than horror. And it is a fair point to note, it is not a horror game, right? It has thriller, not horror, which is why when you said Until Dawn, I was like, that is a consideration. Okay, I guess this wasn't. All right, let's hang on. The mobile version of the IGDB search doesn't have like a advanced search, so oh, I thought IGDB Lumo. I don't know anything about Lumo. I could have sworn I used the IGDB. It is 2016. Just immediately. That is newer than we're looking for. I thought this had an advanced search. Oh, advanced search. It's a different page that it didn't offer me. It's on a different page that it actively didn't offer me on mobile. Oh yeah, homie just has these mapped to IGDB. If it's The Walking Dead, I'm gonna scream. Okay, good, it's not. Very funny that IGDB says Walking Dead is isometric. Very funny. Oh, is it To the Moon? Yeah, remember when games would come out and they would come out to every platform? Do you remember when that would happen? Like a game would release and they'd be like, oh man, we should fucking put this out. Is it Republique? I wouldn't say Republique is... Yeah, Republique isn't even on this. Dude, what is this game? It had better be Republic. It's not in the it's not in Game Doll. Yeah, I would have picked it. Okay, so we know it's 2013. Is it whatever this game is? No. Dude, I have no idea. Is it not, hang on, is it not giving me Republique because I didn't type the E correctly? No, okay. I was like, I was gonna lose it. All right, what is it? Just let me die. I really wish this had a, hey, here's the thing I'm gonna do really quick. Okay. This is very funny. So on IGDB does not consider Kentucky Route Zero an isometric game, which I disagree. It is isometric. There's fixed cameras. It also doesn't consider it fantasy, which I think is a thing that we could have a discussion about. I think that's a thing we could have a discussion about. It's right. It's like, you know, it's surreal. Is it also visual novel-esque? There's not a lot of like conversation trees. There's not a lot of like conversation that determines outcomes. It kind of just happens. I think this is one of those times when it's like, well, we need to look at what the definition of visual novel that we're using. So, Resdell, hello. Oh, Resdell, do you not know about Kentucky Route Zero? Kentucky Route Zero rules. Kentucky Route Zero rules. That's really interesting. All right. Well, that took way too goddamn long, so... Super Mario RPG. No. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, it's one of those strategy games that has the level in a void. Oh, hey, it's that one. Like, like, okay, I see the chipset. Okay, cool. A bunch of millionaires grunt loudly while aggressively slapping a fuzzy yellow ball past each other inside a polygonal arena. Some sort of tennis? Something? I mean, is it just, are we just like... Instead of playing actual matches, you spend an alarming amount of time training by trying to knock down giant bowling pins with a racket. 92% Metacritic score. I was gonna say, this is a Mario Tennis minigame. I have no idea. No. The ultimate test of athletic prowess mostly consists of doing ridiculous physical defying combat rolls across a clay court just to avoid losing to a blocky Tim Henman. Original platform arcade. This is some weird, very specific thing. This is some very specific. Is it just tennis? No. Unlike its sequels, this inaugural entry was a complete sausage fest with 0 female playable characters, making it appear in 1999 Boys Club arcade experience. Yeah, I still don't know what it is. You can say that it's more tennis things as much as you want. Sega Sports Tennis. Oh my God, that's very funny. I don't know, dog. I don't care. Virtua Tennis. Okay. Guess the game took way too long and I don't care. Guess the game took way too damn long. Oh, all right. Hit that button. Guess the game took way too long, and so it's just like, oh, I don't care. Or, you know, Game Dull. The final. It's just like, this took too long. All right. Gosh, we're at 54%. There's so much of this still left. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's still so much of this left. All right, we've got to talk to Tadpole about all the clues.
Cynthia had to ask my help when writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself.
Does it feature the cast of Virtua Fighter? No, I believe it has actual tennis players.
The character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so, but Werman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle.
You know, they did a better job with Belicia Bone Top or whatever it is. Like,
Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
What?
I feel like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it. More like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you.
I want to poke.
Sally, how do you feel
Nope,
about...
not happening.
It's a treasure chest. We
What a
can't...
tease. It's the airlock hole. It's the airlock hole.
Okay, I think there's gonna...
Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird.
I mean, you're both things. You're both things.
I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
Thought her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out. This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right, but there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else. I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
I noticed that too. Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Why is he so interested in Sim's old magic act?
He's not. Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sim's...
Oh, we just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin.
Where did you get this bottle from?
I found it in the ocean, like everything else in here.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this morning.
Was it near the submarine?
Of course, I never go too far out.
Are you gonna open it up?
No way, it's a message in a bottle. If I opened it, it'd just be a message and a bottle. Not nearly as interesting.
Okay, but you should open it.
Something suspicious about Worman.
Okay, good. We finally sort of clocked.
Let's go talk to him.
Good. Good. We finally clocked that that's what that is.
I do kind of want to see what's on the
You can
piece.
read it just fine.
But what if there's something on the back?
Huh. So what, you want to break it open?
Maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I don't go around breaking your stuff.
You can put it back in the bottle. Yeah, but then you've opened it. Then it's just a message you put in a bottle.
Worman, you're from Silkworm-on-Sea, is that right?
So technically no. My father and I moved there when I was very young. But for all intents and purposes, let's say yes. Why not?
And you first worked as a newspaper journalist, but then moved away to be an author?
I literally left my small town to go make it in the big city. It's so banal. I'm not a man, I'm a walking cliche.
But then, right as your writing career was peaking, you came back. And now you're here on Mortuga's submarine.
Remind me why you're here again.
2 words. Writing retreat. I've been trying to write this accursed book, but I couldn't focus with my publisher breathing down my neck. That kind of pressure is not conducive to one's creative process.
Surely there is something specific that made you come back to the town and seek out the submarine.
Something specific?
The letter that he
So
received.
you got this letter from someone called T.W. Ibis, who says,
Ibis? Never heard of him.
"Oh, it's a him."
He's Worman's old boss.
T.W. Ibis is Worman's old boss.
And, what gives you that idea?
The newspaper page where it says that the editor was T.W. Ibis.
This is the right clue, but let's be specific.
Read.
Oh, look at you guys doing a little investigative journalism of your own, huh?
So this
No, this is just investigative.
This is someone you really looked up to, like a mentor.
Steady now. He was just my boss. Let's not get all schmaltzy with this.
Do you ever suggest Worman looked up to Ibis or would value his opinion? Yes, in the book, he dedicates it to T.W. Ibis. This part that I'm looking at.
For T.W. Ibis, who imparted upon me what it is to love the art of
I'm
writing.
aware of what it says, all right? Can we just settle down?
Guys, there's something
No.
bothering me. The letter has a diagram on the back showing you how, when, and where to find the Mortuga submarine.
Of course. How else do you think I managed to find it? Magnus Mortuga's submarine is the stuff of urban myth. It's not exactly public knowledge.
But that's my problem. How would Ibis know about it? He's not on board, is he?
No, and as far as I know, he never was. He's not even living in the town anymore.
But then how...
Yeah, no, I have no idea. FYI, I've officially decided not to worry about it.
Looking at the actual letter, he first insults your integrity as an author, and then presents a solution, basically offering you the chance to get onto the submarine and find Mortuga yourself.
A chance to meet Mortuga. So that's what convinced you to come back here.
Why would Worman be interested in meeting Mortuga? J.D. Worman wanted to steal Mortuga's real-life story to use as the plot for his next book.
J.D. Worman needed to steal Mortuga's real-life story to use as the plot for his next book.
I noticed you went straight for my sense of self-worth there.
The main character of your book, Marcus Mordoom, he's based on Mortuga, isn't he?
Loosely inspired by. That's an important legal distinction.
And you're currently in the process of writing a sequel.
I've said as much.
And how's that going?
Look, I don't plan on stealing Mortuga's real-life story any more than I have already. Shortly, I am working on my own book, on my own terms, with my own ideas.
But you came back to...
Other than the fact that I happen to be on his submarine, do you have any evidence that I'm stealing Mortuga's real story for my next book?
I mean, the fact that you stole his story for this book? I mean...
There's a piece of paper in this bottle with something written on it. In fact, it's a little typed story that details the circumstances of Mortuga's real life, death.
A story? I don't know. It reads more like an arcane incantation. Why don't you ask Symmetry about it, or Zephyr? Just look at that symbol. What is that? Some kind of sacred geometry? Really not my wheelhouse at all.
Yeah, it's a drawing of the room of the submarine.
It's a drawing of a room on the submarine.
Like, come on, guy.
It's a diagram of the crime scene. There's the window, the cauldron, and Mortuga's body laying on the ground.
Like...
Where did you find this bottle?
Madame Tadpole had it. She found it floating in the ocean.
Sealed in a bottle and found in the ocean, but you think I typed it.
Yeah, it's the most reasonable thing that you would be the person to type it.
The piece of paper in the bottle matches the paper you use in your typewriter, which also matches the sheets from the command contract, and we know these were typed on your typewriter because you told us.
Well, you've really done your homework, kids. I'm impressed.
You admit you typed the story?
It's not a story, it's just record keeping. After Mortuga died, I thought someone should write an account of what happened.
Nice try. But just looking at it, I can tell it's supposed to be a plan for your next novel. We need a clue to compare with the message in the bottle. Something to prove it's a story outline for Worman's next novel. The Curse in the Cauldron title is drawn in the same style as the Hex of the Helmsman title because it's a plan for the next book.
Oh, now you're using graphic design against me, a little below the belt, don't you think?
It really
No.
does seem like you took the events of Mortuga's death and turned them into a story outline for your book.
Yeah.
Look at the big brain on Matt.
I'm not exactly
Herb hello.
proud of it.
Herb
I'm
hello.
fully aware that this is, murky moral ground.
Why was it in
How
the
are you
bottle in
doing?
the ocean?
As soon as I typed it, I regretted it. Stealing Mortuga's story all over again? For what? Just
What?
a book. I wanted to destroy it, but
What?
I couldn't bring myself to do it. So instead, I
Yeah,
sealed it
you
in a
meow at me.
bottle and threw it into the ocean.
You meow
It
at
goes
me.
without saying that I never expected it to make its way back onto the submarine.
So what are you going to do now?
You know what I'd like to do? Give up. Call my publisher, tell her I tried, but I quit. I'm not going to write the book.
Why don't you?
It's just not that simple. There's a lot of money riding on this, people's jobs. Throwing in the towel now would be pretty selfish.
And you already tried coming up with your own ideas for the story?
Tried and failed. Repeatedly. I've come to the conclusion that I must have just got lucky the first time and
No.
I'm not actually any good at this. It's funny, I'd already decided that Mordoom was going to be killed off. That was the one idea I'd actually had. But I couldn't think of an interesting way for him to go. What's the hook? What's the setup? And then Magnus Mortuga is killed. Tragic, obviously, but at the same time, it was perfect. The locked room, the empty cauldron. I couldn't resist.
I mean, it's also not a locked room.
Wait, Mormon, I had a question.
Another one?
You'd not met Mortuga before you arrived here in the submarine, is that right?
Yeah, never met him. That's why the offer in the letter was so tempting.
Right. But then, where'd you get the information about him to inspire your first book?
The first one? Oh, I just asked my father.
Your father knew Mortuga? You never mentioned that.
He didn't, but they had a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hands off. It's mine.
What's this symbol on the front? Looks like someone scratched it in with a claw or something.
None of your business.
How do you get it open?
You don't.
You don't.
Oh, I know it. But you don't.
Is it your
I do.
phone number? Your birthday?
Name of your childhood pet?
Sally, it's a number.
Oh, yeah.
Cynthia mentioned the ship's compass broke. Looks like Grip's in the middle of fixing it.
Did Cynthia say exactly how it broke? Or what was wrong with it?
She just said it was acting erratically.
It's funny, all this stuff comes out while talking to Tadpole. Oh, it's just because she's the last person I'm talking to. She's the last person I'm talking to. So the game is saying like, okay, you have all the information on this. And
Silkworm on sea. Let's
Yeah.
see. Magnus, Grip, Worman, Cynthia. Oh, and Sim. Those 5 are from the town. Or they lived there for a while at least.
You think they all knew each other from before the submarine?
Magnus and Grip knew each other, I think. They lived opposite, see?
Oh, yeah.
excuse me. Oh my God.
You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'd buy it.
I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world. I really don't know why Worman brought that bulky old thing with him.
That's no way to talk about Dark.
Maybe the typewriter's got some kind of sentimental value.
It must do, otherwise he'd upgrade to something more modern. I don't doubt he could afford it. Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
Never seen it before. What?
Nothing.
Doubt. Press X to doubt.
Any idea what Zephyr's keeping in this bottle?
Whatever it is, he dumps it into the ocean every single night.
What? What do you mean?
Every evening, he comes by the airlock and empties the bottle into the water tank below.
And the water tank leads out into the ocean.
Yeah, and then each morning he comes by with the empty bottle and fills it back up again.
Why? What's he doing?
I've never managed to work it out.
Do you recognize any of these objects?
The mermaid's tongue, rumored to be lost at sea.
You've heard of it? Tadpole?
Oh, no, not by name.
Maybe Zephyr was trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, maybe he was.
It's wild that I just have to ignore that I saw it.
That
Like-
belongs to Sim, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with her old magic act.
You might be right, but we found it in Zephyr's dream chamber.
Still, I told him to give all her stuff back. I'll have to have a word with him.
Like I saw it and the game knows I saw it, but it's just like, oh, I don't know what that is.
This
Like,
pattern looks a bit like a dream catcher.
What's a dream catcher?
It's something you hang in your bedroom window when you're a teenage girl.
Bingo.
I see.
it's accurate.
I guess now that Cynthia's captain, she wants an up-to-date blueprint of the submarine.
Why was there an out-of-date blueprint?
The ship has kind of a complex history. She's been through a few different phases, lived through a few rough patches. Magnus really wasn't one for record keeping.
Well, you did make a few entries, though.
Looks like it's just each time someone new arrives on the submarine.
That makes sense. He was always people-focused. Human interactions, relationships. It's what he considered most important. It's custom made. See the S emblem on the epaulets? And on the back?
S for what?
Seafoam, obviously.
So why isn't Cynthia wearing it?
I guess she'd rather keep it preserved. Magnus used to let me steer. He even taught me how to do it.
Sounds like he was setting you up to be the next captain.
I don't know about that. Looks like Mortuga chose to use a typewriter for this.
To make it more
Hi,
efficient,
Graham.
maybe?
It's more that he didn't like writing by hand. He'd even sometimes ask me to write things for him.
Like what?
Oh, just little notes, you know. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about.
This is what I'm talking about.
The long hair, the outfit.
You like the rugged pirate look, huh?
I can't help it if I have a type.
Tadpole.
I love just like, yeah, this is what I'm talking
Why'd you
about.
say that?
It's an underwater photo, and it kind of looks like a woman's face. I just thought,
All mysterious underwater women look alike. Is that it?
no,
I'm kidding.
For the record, I don't think it looks like you.
Right. It doesn't. In fact, it doesn't look like anyone.
I love when she laughs. The animation's really, really good.
There it is, on the left-hand side, in the big tank of water.
what is it? Some kind of sea creature?
I think it's the reason they built the submarine.
They built a submarine to house a sea creature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Where would it live? Wouldn't it need to be in water?
The water tank. What do you
It's a special
do?
area of the submarine that can fill up with seawater.
Where?
You're standing on top.
Like literally, right? We've talked about this.
I'm surprised Sim let you see it. She's normally.
Did Fawn ever get to meet her? I don't know. I don't
She
think so.
wears it all the time.
It's some kind of family heirloom, I think. The Stone Top Inn. That's where Magnus lived, back before the submarine.
He lived in the inn, but he wasn't part of the Stonetop family, surely.
No, I don't think he had any family in the town. If you watch him closely, Grip holds this tighter whenever he gets sad or nervous, and only lets go of it when he's totally at ease.
Sounds like you've really been staring at him.
Yeah, well, you can learn a lot watching someone's involuntary movements.
Okay, do me.
You're tired, achy. You only got an hour of sleep on a hard surface.
Wow, I feel so seen.
Mariana's like a little mole digging around for worms, except the worms are other people's secrets.
Oh, I can't imagine what you'd get on me. I don't have any secrets.
What about your first name?
What about your second name?
Let's change the subject.
Looks broken.
Does it? How can you tell?
I just assumed it was waterlogged from the bilge water.
How did you know we found it in the bilge?
Because it smells, and it's still wet.
Oh, yeah. Ew. Sally, you take it.
I don't want it. Ugh, you keep it.
He fired that off so damn fast. Yeah, he knows.
Where did you,
Does this belong to you? We found it in the bilge.
You dropped it, maybe?
Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Is this an organization you used to work for?
maybe?
There's something suspicious about Tadpole.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you in the photo, Miss Tadpole?
No, I'm not that buff, and my beard isn't that thick.
The woman in the glass ball.
She looks just like you, except she has long hair and a mermaid tail.
It's a fake tail. I don't wear it anymore. It actually slowed me down. Not that I could really swim in that little ball anyway.
So who's the guy?
Just some guy, not important.
Just some guy.
Grip's got his brand figured out, huh? Kind of an 18th century vaudeville aeronaut vibe?
Even just the choice to use the word emporium.
You know, I think this painting is the answer.
To what?
Everything. Magnus Mortuga, what he was doing, what he was thinking. Even, maybe, how and why he died.
I swear, there's always a painting with a secret in it.
I'm pretty sure Magnus carved this himself. No idea how he got it into
my
the
neck.
bottle, though.
Trick of the trade, I guess.
I know one way you could get it out of the bottle.
That's a last resort.
Just break it. Jesus.
It's a radio.
Just break everything. Who cares?
Do you know who it's supposed to be?
Is it not Cynthia?
I don't think so. Oh, this thing weighs a ton.
Reckon you could pick it up? You're pretty strong, right?
I could maybe get my arms around it, just about.
What about Mortuga?
Probably, but he had real big arms, like me.
But for anyone else, it'd be a two-person job.
Yeah, I think so. Magnus carved and painted it himself, so it's very specific to his life. It basically only shows the buildings and people that were relevant to him.
I noticed Mortuga himself isn't on there.
No, I think he's somewhere else.
Do you know what's inside?
No, it must have been something, though. There's no way all this kicked off over an empty box.
What do you mean?
As far as I know, that box is a very recent addition to the submarine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it may have been the catalyst that led to Mortuga's murder.
Now I really want to know what's inside.
I never had dolls as a child.
What did you have instead?
Nothing. We were super poor.
My sister-in-law signed us up for the Hobbit pre-release next
Frogs
week.
I'd catch from a pond. I'd give them names and try to make friends with them.
The best things in life are free.
Is she paying for it? Because I know you locked your credit cards. She paying for the pre-release?
That's Mortuga's, although presumably he got it from someone else.
Someone on the submarine?
I mean someone from before.
She paid, that was the deal.
Tadpole, what would you say your relationship with Mortuga was like?
We got on great. Where's this going?
Did you ever disagree with him? Argue with him?
Nope. Let's get to the point, Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
Lunchtime? Hell yeah.
You haven't. All you've ever told me is that you're...
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Someone sneaking around recording me with a dictaphone?
Seems like it.
It may have been recorded without permission, but it's still a record of a conversation you had with Mortuga. It sounds like you're trying to get something from him. Some kind of object he was keeping from you?
An object? Nope.
So then what were you talking about?
I don't want to tell you. You'll take it the wrong way.
It's just, you were seen rummaging through Mortuga's bookcase. The one in this cabin.
Someone sneaking around watching me rummage through bookcases?
I thought maybe you were looking for this.
I think we found this. No, we found this here.
That's not right.
Ah, nope.
Oh, it is that.
That all you got?
I mean, it would neatly explain what that argument was about.
Not an argument.
And obviously I noticed that there's a dried blood stain on the front of the book.
Nosebleed. Very common among divers.
Oh, really? I assumed it was Mortuga's book because of the MM initials
Nope,
on the...
it's nothing to do with him. It's just some old book. It's not important.
Now, that's not quite true, is it?
It's not even a book.
It's not even a book. It opens up into a little box.
Mental note. Don't tell your birth date to Dirk Dansom.
Well, even if you didn't take the book from Mortuga, there's something in there I wanted to ask you about. Do you know who this is?
Sure, Tanya. Says it right there on the back.
Aye. Just looking at him, he did a little meow at me.
We heard you used to be a rescue diver.
Mental note. Don't share any personal information with Dirk Dansom.
Hey, they spelled your name wrong. It says Tapdole. Oh, unless...
Yeah, that's my real surname. Tadpole begun as a stage name, but now I just wear it as my name.
Right, sorry. Makes sense. A stage name, huh?
So the book contains photos of these 3 women, one of whom we've established is you, Tadpole, since it has your old name written on the back.
What of it?
It means the book didn't originally belong to Tadpole.
It probably means the book didn't originally belong to you.
Right. Why would you have a record of yourself?
I told you, it's nothing to do with Mortuga.
So who does it belong to?
Nobody.
We need a clue to compare with the pocketbook. Something to suggest who the original owner was.
This photo. The scratch on the cover is an engraving of the WW initials because it was made by Waylon Wolf.
The scratch on the cover is an engraving of the WW initials. Because
Things are so much easier when people have alliterative names, let me tell you.
So the man in this photo, Waylon Wolf, we think was the head of some kind of traveling show. A group that you, Tadpole, used to be a member of.
Hey, look at that. I'm actually impressed.
Presumably, the pocketbook is where he kept records of the various people he had dealings with. Tanya Tadpole, Mariana Moon, Baroness Fortuna.
The first 2 we know about. But what about Fortuna? What does she have to do with Wolf?
Baroness Fortuna owns the Fortuna Hall Theater in Silkworm-on-Sea. We actually passed it on the way to the Stonetop Inn. It's all boarded up now. Perhaps Wolf's traveling performers came through Silkworm-on-Sea at one point, and perhaps some of them never left. It might be why Madame Tadpole's in this part of the world in the first place.
So, if the pocketbook originally belonged to Waylon Wolf, Tadpole, how did you end up with it?
I took it from him. I assure you, he doesn't need it anymore.
So it really doesn't have anything to do with Mortuga.
But in that case, what was that argument about?
Not an argument.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you're...
Right, fine, I'll tell you. But you better not get all excited. I was trying to convince him to leave the submarine and give up the captaincy to me.
What?
Not because I wanted to be captain, but because I could tell Magnus didn't. I believe his tenure on board the submarine was some kind of self-imposed punishment. But I thought maybe he'd suffered enough. Maybe he deserved another shot
At what?
at whatever it is he actually wanted.
Okay. We're still missing one clue. Can I?
Can't go outside.
Yeah, I can't go outside. Okay. We're still missing one single clue. It's likely something. We need something to get the info on Godric. I feel like it's something in this chest. But also, who knows?
I won't.
That was not convincing.
Can we look at the control?
If you
panel?
promise.
I will make no such promise.
Not a whole lot of that.
Yeah, it's mostly a bunch of measurements.
Looks like something's missing. Something with three.
Bowling ball? Coconut?
Is a kind of weight.
I think
What
this
are they expecting?
These look like the
You
dials
don't
I
have.
meant.
Well, now I just feel bad. It's a depth meter.
Grimoire. If you had a depth,
Whew. Wow. Proud of that one?
it's a lever.
How?
It's a big compass.
Is that the balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse.
Oh. Oh. I never looked at this.
Nope.
So there's 4 slots, and each one needs a compass.
I don't know how I missed this the first time
Labels are
around.
all describing a particular compass, I guess.
Oh, it's the other way. Yeah, so this one's a clock, because this one keeps advancing around.
I guess that's wrong.
This one's
More
tricky.
information about how each and pay attention to the needles while you're doing it.
Yeah. Sally, let me tell you.
Just gonna rest my brain.
Yeah.
A selection, please.
Nope.
So there's the labels are all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the
And pay
third?
attention to the needles.
Nothing.
It's really all about the behavior.
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all.
Yup. That's... I don't know, what sort of description is this? Doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. What is... That's nothing. Yeah, it points away. So red points away.
Nothing.
It's really all about.
At least one of them.
Oh my
doesn't seem to be a
god.
compass. Nothing.
It's really.
At least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really.
least one of them doesn't seem to be.
I thought the red one pointed away from everything. Okay. I'm gonna lose it. The only one that tries to point away is the yellow one. This one is slowly advancing. This one is a clock. This one, I think this one doesn't want to solve the puzzle.
Nothing.
It's really.
Oh my god. I feel like some of these are not acting consistently.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be.
I'm glad
It's really-
that
One of them doesn't seem to
the game has really good hints.
be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them.
It's a little annoying that there's no hints when you're actually in the puzzle. It's an odd decision. IMO. Silent Warlock, hello. Hello, hello. We're puzzling. We are. We puzzling.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them. doesn't
Okay.
seem to be able-
So these three are correct.
It's
At
really.
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be.
I don't understand.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Pink has to be here. It's actually a clock in disguise. We've got that. This one tries to point away. It's inconsistent, but it happens. I think yellow's more consistent about pointing away. This is the problem. Yellow seems to be incredibly inconsistent with what it's doing. Because if you look at red, as soon as I bring it near a compass, it points away. Right? And so what I think is yellow might be the one that doesn't want to solve the puzzle.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be.
But none of the rest of these are trying to point at
At
anything.
least one of them doesn't.
So easy man. Gotta love the side glare. You're welcome. Yeah, this blue one just points at the green one.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to.
How loudly am I gonna swear when I get it? I don't know, it depends. Easy man, how you doing? How's work? Sorry, I have some documentation, so today will be a slower day. Always good to have stuff documented.
Nothing.
It's really all about the behavior.
Oh my
At
god.
least one of them. doesn't
It's
seem to be
again,
compass at all.
it's so funny how there's like big hint buttons everywhere else, and then you get to the puzzle and there's not a hint button. I think that's surprising.
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass.
At this point, it's process elimination. But here's the problem. One of these data points is completely superfluous. I have no idea what this means. Right? And you know, even like this is still so like unclear. Like, is this pointing to? Is this pointing away? Like, I still don't know. And I feel like I did all this. Like,
Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass. Nothing.
It's
At
really-
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass.
It's very funny to play puzzle games, and then I feel like every puzzle game gets a puzzle where they just kind of go like, oh, figure it out. See, I think this... I see, look, it points towards this one. But then it's kind of going, it's going opposite the way that I'm moving it. You want my thoughts? Yeah, go for it. See, this is the most consistent action of pointing away. So this has to be pointing away because I never move it towards a compass that it's close to. So it has to be this one. This has to be red.
Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem... Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem... Nothing.
It's really...
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all.
I don't like that his like clue at the end is a thing that it literally tells us as part of the puzzle. It's... I think red goes in the bottom right because all the others can be interpreted as the average location for all the other compasses. So if you put all the other compasses clumped close together in the middle and move the red around them, I think it'll be pointing towards the group. I think yellow is the top left for the same reason. No, red. See, and this is what this is what I mean. It feels so inconsistent in ways that, oh my,
Nothing.
It's
fucking God.
Nothing.
It's
At
really...
least one of them doesn't seem to be...
And we've definitely had this before.
There we go.
Why is that the one that doesn't want to solve the puzzle? What does that even mean?
Nice.
I don't like that one.
That's something unlock?
I don't like that one.
Nope.
Yeah, it did. I heard it. Sounded like a box opening.
Pure conjecture.
It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll?
I don't like that one.
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
Too late. Sorry.
It would be a puzzle in this guy's room? Yeah, thank you for your help, PC man. Ah. I think purple is the one that wasn't really pointing to anything at all. Find all the clues. All right, well.
How much for this one?
At least it was for the final clue.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
What's it a map to, anyway? What's at the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
There's something suspicious about Grip.
Finally. All right. There's something suspicious about Grip with that weird stick he has.
Ha! How about you? I've been looking forward to this part.
Yeah, there is something or someone that I'd like to ask you about.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
Cornelius? What about him?
His function.
His function.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Not
Cornelius? What about him?
really. His appearance. I don't think he looks quite like he's supposed to.
What a thing to say! You've only just met him!
No. There's the one on the balloon basket. And he looks different.
Now you mention it, they don't match at all. The one you've got is a different shape, and it's made of wood.
This is what you're grilling me about.
Why would the two canes look different, though?
He made a new cane after arriving.
Rip made a new cane after arriving on the submarine.
What a damning accusation. Yes, I made a new cane, and yes, it's made of wood. Where are you going with this?
What happened to the original one?
What happened to the original cane?
I left him at home when I went off in my balloon.
My balloon.
The trappings of the brand behind me, but it wasn't to be clearly. Where are you going with this?
Where did the wood come from?
I forget.
A lie.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, well, okay. Then it's this one.
There's a faint resemblance, I suppose. But aren't the wheel spokes a fair bit shorter than Cornelius?
If you remove the bandage, you can see that Cornelius is made from two pieces of wood that are wheel spokes joined together.
Remarkable! This is quite the revelation.
Oh wait, you're saying you didn't know the wood came from the wheel?
Of course I didn't. Why would I know anything about that?
Because you have the rest of the pieces.
You've also got the rest of the broken wheel pieces. We can't compare it to itself.
Oh, I picked the wrong thing. The wood inside the basket.
So, Grip, I have to ask, do you know anything about how the ship's wheel was broken?
Yes, I was there when the wheel was broken. In fact, Mortuga and I, we broke it.
You broke it?
I was trying to take control of the wheel, and Mortuga forcibly wrenched it out of my grip. He was very strong, you see.
Wait, you tried to steer the submarine without permission?
I did.
Why?
There'd been a disagreement. It's nothing, really, not important.
A disagreement? About what?
Disagreement seems important.
Something like that.
What sparked a disagreement? The map.
Oh, right. I'd forgotten you'd seen that.
Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer, Magnus Mortuga.
It's a record of service from your shop. Not the one here in the submarine, but the real one in the town.
It's all there in black and white, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Some time ago, Mortuga came into my shop. He showed me the map and asked if I'd be able to interpret it for some voyage he was planning.
Interpret it.
It's marked with an X, but there's nothing in the way of coordinates, nor are there any apparent landmarks.
Coordinates.
Given that it's just describing an area of ocean.
So, how did you work it out?
By employing every ounce of my skill. By working harder than I'd ever worked. Something about that map, the mystery of it, the feeling of chasing down the unknown. It grabbed me, and it didn't let go. For 2 weeks, it was all I thought about. I was so focused on it, I barely slept. Easily the most thrilling job I'd ever taken on. I even waived the payment. I couldn't in good conscience charge for something I'd enjoyed so much. The problem was...
Razorbot Stream Elements.
my other
Yeah.
work suddenly seemed banal.
Probably why Stream Elements got all
Right
fucked up not that long ago.
That thrilling feeling, that pursuit of the unknown. It led me to eventually close up shop and head out in my balloon on a voyage of my own, which, as you know, ended rather abruptly.
Right.
But to be pulled from the ocean by Magnus Mortuga himself, and to find that very same map laying on his desk. I asked him at once if he'd ever followed the map to the coordinates, and he said he hadn't. I was disappointed at first, but then I realized we had the submarine. We could still go, right now. But Mortuga told me we would be doing no such thing. In fact, we weren't to be navigating anywhere. Instead, he seemed insistent in hovering near the Silkworm Coast, like something was keeping him tethered to it.
So, you tried steering the submarine yourself.
I'd convinced myself it was what Mortuga secretly wanted, even if he was refusing to admit it. I thought a little nudge might be just what he needed. Get him out of his comfort zone, you know. But as I've already admitted, it didn't go to plan. Mortuga came into the control room, we briefly fought, the wheel was broken, and that was it. My request denied, I soon found myself opening a new branch of Grip's Emporium right here in the engine room. Which, of course, necessitated the construction of a new Cornelius cane.
There's one thing I don't understand. If Mortuga didn't intend to use the map, why did he keep it around?
I don't suppose we'll ever find out.
I think I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map.
He decided it was too dangerous. This is the same map he already had.
He decided it was too dangerous.
You sure about that?
No, not really. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map.
What are they gonna do with it? There's an interview. They're saying nothing will change. In the grand history of acquisitions, that's literally never been true. If we look at literally every single acquisition throughout all of history, everyone always says, and we'll never change anything. And in 2 weeks, it's gonna change. And hey, guess what? Like, wasn't there a bunch of like people that were fired from Stream Elements and a bunch of Stream Elements stuff broke? And like people literally thought Stream Elements was going to shut down. As he's been flawless for me, I'm not sure. No, I remember seeing people talk about like the all of the like the what's it called? The like sponsorship stuff came out of Twitch. Like, yeah, I absolutely expected it to close up. Which, if they're getting acquired, is exactly what you do right before you get acquired. So, yeah. I absolutely expect it to break. or I expect them to make some sort of change. So I'm moving away from stream elements anyway. I have like 3 things left on stream elements that I really need to sit down and fix, and one of them is this chat thing, and the other thing is my alerts. So
He found out the map was a hoax.
I just really need to sit down and do it.
On second thought,
okay.
There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want. He'd already followed it.
What makes you say that?
Oh, is this the film projector? Yes.
This is a film of Magnus Mortuga and a woman named Felicia.
Oh, I didn't consider that was the same map.
Plans to follow the map.
Remarkable. Wait, was that filmed here on the submarine?
No, in fact, it's not a submarine at all. The ship was called the Dearest Selena, but it belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She was the captain and Mortuga was her helmsman. See, he's at the top there, manning the wheel.
You know, that's been on his desk since I arrived, and I never once thought to ask him about it.
So, okay, we know they intended to follow the map, but do we know if they actually managed it?
Good point. Making plans is one thing, but a successful expedition is quite another.
I can't be sure, but there was something we found here in the submarine. Something that suggests to me Mortuga actually did reach the center of the map.
Hang on. Yeah, I need to, I really need to sit down, redo the chat thing, which Firebot does now, so I just need to parse it and figure it out. And then I need to redo my alerts, which I just talked to D about doing the animations. I was just talking to D about doing the animations. I'm gonna have her help me with figuring out the animations for it. So small win. I have a new password for my work computer, and in a week I've been successfully remembering it. Honestly, good job. Good job. What's the point of acquiring the company just to close it or watch it collapse? Oh, they're not gonna close it. They're not gonna close it. They'll rebrand it. They'll fold it. If I remember correctly, does Razer own Elgato? I mean, here's the thing, Celestian. You're like, what's the point of acquiring a company just to watch it collapse? Welcome to private equity. I don't know if that's what's happening, but welcome to private equity. But I can't remember. Like, does Razer own Elgato, or are those companies connected in some way? Corsair does. Okay. At least on a quick Google search. Yeah, that's fair. I was like, there's something. Yeah, it could be that Razer wants to use the brand name of the recognizable brand name of Stream Elements to brand, you know, streaming software and hardware to break into, you know, to try to break at Elgato's market share.
What's that got to do with it? Oh yeah, look at that. I think you might be right.
But why didn't he just tell me? What did he find in the ocean that was such a big secret? Surely it wasn't just this. It hardly seems like anything at all.
Well, buoys are normally put in place to mark a position.
The position of something else in the ocean?
It has to be. Think about it. If the buoy wasn't attached to anything, then it would have floated away, making the map worthless.
So, if they found the boy when they went to the center of the map,
It was only because it was attached to something else at the time.
I think it's finally time to make our report to Cynthia.
She'll be thrilled.
All right. Yeah, for some reason,
Fight for the users.
Silver, hello. For some reason, Grimoire and then I guess Grip pronounce it boy, but Sally pronounced it buoy. Oh my goodness, have you unmasked any mermaids? I mean, maybe? We'll see. Silver, how you doing? Silver, how the heck you doing today? It's great to see you. Everybody go follow Silver.
Hey, do you have a minute? We're, ready to make our report.
What's wrong?
I appreciate your hard work, truly. However, I think it's time you left.
What?
We didn't even tell you what we found.
People are starting to accuse each other. I don't
Yeah.
So you're giving up? You're not gonna see this through?
Sorry, but I just think maybe
What? That's just the way
My
it's
Superstation
meant
1's disk drive just arrived. I wasn't expecting it for
I need to
months.
go. Everyone's gathering in the mess hall.
Did they make it work?
I'll resurface the submarine, and you can leave via the foredeck.
I guess we'd better go.
She can't be serious. I really don't appreciate being kicked out. She didn't even pay us.
We can worry about that later. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're currently stranded out here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, so how is Cynthia expecting us to leave the submarine?
This rowboat?
It's the rowing boat.
Oh, wait, you don't think... Did Cynthia really think we'd use that boat? Or did she just forget to take the submarine back to town?
I don't know.
She seemed really off. Did something happen?
I think she's just getting scared.
GG's! GG's, good morning.
Exposing a murderer?
Of the truth. Of facing the truth and all the consequences of it. Whatever they end up being.
We're not really going to leave, are we?
No, we're not done. Not yet.
But what do we do?
Remember what Cynthia said? Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. Seems like something of an opportunity.
Aha. Not just that, but we're back on the surface too.
We sure are.
So what are we waiting for?
Chapter 3, Secrets of the Mortuga Submarine. Now, we can get over here. Look at all this.
Are those...
We're calling 6 minutes, I'm gonna miss this stuff.
Can't be. Wouldn't they get washed away?
It almost looks like they're burned into the wood. They're permanent. Or.
Or what?
Or. It's the other or.
From the rowing boat on the foredeck?
Uh-huh.
What's it doing over here?
Tadpole told us she threw it over here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, apparently there's been firmware available for it to work. I'm still waiting on console mode before I mess with it too much.
And it got stuck in the wall. And hasn't moved since.
Seems like it.
I don't like the idea that they sold this thing and it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Grimoire, there's a giant wooden woman tied to the back of the submarine.
I was wondering if they kept this.
It's the old masthead.
I half expected to find it inside the submarine somewhere, but it's too big to fit in the storeroom, I guess. It's the figurehead.
Yeah. Which part? It's worked perfectly since I got it. The disk drive and stuff.
It's the mast.
It's been snapped in half. and it's leaning to one side.
It just feels weird. It just feels weird that you to sell a device that didn't,
storm,
you know,
maybe?
that wasn't complete. I don't like it.
It's the door leading back into the captain's quarters.
The one part that actually looks like it belongs on a submarine.
There's a big metal latch, but
What?
it just seems odd that you'd be able to latch the door from the outside.
Huh.
Okay.
What?
Hmm?
You just said something.
No, I didn't.
But never mind.
Okay. We checked the aft deck. I don't know why this is here. That's very funny. We need to go here. As far as I know, this is the FPGA experience. Even analogs had stuff at launch that wasn't available. Well, calm down, game. Give me 2 seconds. It's basically the issue with small production electronics. You need to get the hardware out there before, when you can from suppliers, even the software is 100%.
Let's take another look at this. Why don't you reach in? Maybe there's a switch or something?
Why don't you?
Get in there.
Because I absolutely do not want to.
Ugh. Here goes. Got it.
Ah.
Bookcase moved. It was a secret door. Sally, you must be thrilled.
My secret door quota is well on the way to being met.
There's a little secret room. I love the whoa.
Oddities.
Knickknacks.
Doodads.
Assorted anomalous artifacts.
Nice. Is that what I think it is?
I want to take a closer look at it, but it's locked behind glass.
I mean, since when has that stopped us?
This is, but I can't seem to look away.
Sally.
Hmm?
You are getting hypnotized.
Really? Cool.
Open the glass.
Is that what I
I wanted to.
There's a bunch of little skulls.
Okay, so this is Red Skull. Red Skull with eyes. What's happening with the boys? Oh, I can rotate the skulls. Okay, well, this one has a jaw and a moon, so this one goes here. Okay, so this one has a skull. This one has a jaw and the moon. Can I adjust the Oh, I can adjust the labels. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's too many things that I can adjust. This is too many. Jesus. Okay. So, red has to be a top. Red has to be a top one because there's only 3 red skulls. And shake has to be a top because only 3 of these shake. Right? So, okay. So nose is one of them. Eyes is one of them, and jaw is one of them. Right? Because here's all the jaws. Okay. So this one shakes and has eyes, this one shakes and has a mouth, this one shakes and has a nose. This is the one with a nose and a moon. This is the one with a jaw and a moon. This one doesn't have eyes. Up. That's funny. Apparently there's Vita cores for the Mister now. Is my PSTV finally obsolete? How dare you say that about the PSTV?
Oh, that was it.
Okay. That took a minute. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was. Once you realize, you know, I take it back. That's actually pretty well designed, because once you realize that there's only 3 red, and you're like that, it's Sudoku rules, right? You have to figure out what your baseline is. What's your baseline?
Nice work.
Now what?
There we go. The mermaid's tongue.
Is it a mask?
I'm not sure, but if you laid it down flat, you could use it as a sundial.
Let's take a look around first.
Oh, okay. We missed something
Okay,
else.
the crystal ball.
On a normal day, that'd be worth a look. But I think we've already hit our crystal ball capacity.
Oh, hey.
Hang on. Is that?
Yeah, it's Boggy. The swamp monster from Boggy's Bog. Don't panic, it's just a wax model.
We can't seem to get away from this guy.
Examine the boggy head. Eh. Bow, 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 bow.
Trinkets.
Keepsakes,
Curio.
ephemera.
Yeah, good one.
Okay.
What's that? A letter?
2 letters.
Oh. 2 handwritten letters in the Cabinet of Curiosity. Dear Zacharias, how is your research going? Have you made any discoveries about dreams? Silkworm has been quiet recently. I'm going to be going on a trip soon, an ocean voyage. Felicia's been trying to get a hold of a particular map. She says it will lead to something really strange and interesting. She says it's something that could change our lives. I'm apprehensive about it. I think I like my life the way it is. The voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Upon returning, I've been quite ill. I'm recovering, but I'm now afflicted with a peculiar recurring dream. I've drawn a picture. Well, that's Hawkshaw. That's very funny. Felicia sold the ship and left town. I believe she took the opportunity to do these things while I was bedbound, so I could not argue with her. Cannot fault her for this strategy, as I would have demanded answers for her had I been able. In pursuit of the answers I seek, I've entered into a peculiar agreement, and soon I too will be leaving town. In fact, I will be staying on board a submarine for a time. And now the reason for this letter. I would like to request you accompany me on this venture. You can bring your equipment and continue your studies on board. There's plenty of space. The voyage may even afford you unique research opportunities. If you are willing, return to Silkworm as soon as possible. When you arrive, I shall already be housed on the submarine moored in the dock. Important, go to the Stone Top Inn and retrieve the large stone cauldron from the cellar. Conceal it amongst your supplies and bring them on board at the same time. I will meet you on board. You can set up what is currently the infirmary, and I shall take the cauldron from you a little later on. We have our final group of clues. Okay. Based on this little hidden percentage that says 62%, we are not going to push to complete it today. We are not going to push to complete it today because I do not think we are at a point where we can do that. So we're gonna call it for today. We're gonna call it for today. We will we'll pick this back up on Monday. We'll pick this back up on Monday. You might say, Matt, if we finish this on Monday, you know, what are we gonna do afterwards? Afterwards, I'm very excited. We're going to play Desktop Explorer. So the next game we have in the queue is Desktop Explorer. I got a key for Desktop Explorer a little bit ago, and I am very excited. I should mark that as a PR game. I'm very excited to play it. We played the demo for that a little bit ago. We played the demo for that a little bit ago, and I am excited to see the whole thing. I've seen a little bit. I want to see it from the start. Yeah, we will restart it. I did play the demo, but we will restart it because I like I was like restarting games. Oh my god. But I'm looking forward to it. I really need to start figuring out what I'm gonna do in September, because September isn't that far away. September isn't that far away. So stop saying that. Listen, it's not, okay? We don't have to be, I'm not gonna, you know, just because time is happening doesn't mean I have to ignore that it's happening. Hi. But so I have to plan, I have to make sure I'm planning for Scaretober. I have to make sure I'm planning for Scaretober, and then I have to figure out what September looks like and all of that. So let me tell you, I got some work ahead of me. I got some work ahead of me. Goodness gracious. God, now that I say it out loud, I'm not, I take it back. I'm not excited. I take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry. Look outside is spooky. Yeah, Selgie, the Scaretober schedule has already been decided. So I need to figure out, I just need to figure out what, you know, like I said, what it looks like for September. What is going on? See if that one's percolating. I'm unsure whether to shrink it down or go even bigger. You know, like, go bigger. Fuck it. Right? Fuck it. Why not? Do it. I'm gonna send everybody to Stumped. But I still have to record another song and another duet. I mean, do you have to? Yes. Well, then just do it. Then just do it. I don't know. I just don't understand what the problem is. Just do it, Baka. I'm gonna send everybody over to Stumped. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend. Like I said, on Monday, we'll be picking back up for Mermaid Mask. We'll be picking back up on Mermaid's Mask, and then whenever we finish it, Desktop Explorer will be next. So take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. Make sure you stay rested. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you keep yourself fed. Take care of your mental health. All of that good stuff. And I will see everybody on Monday.